Hello there, welcome to some Counter-Strike. They actually just released a whole new map pack which made me super happy because I kind of stopped playing this game. I was so tired of playing the same old maps over and over again. It's funny, some people can just play the same, I don't know, 10 maps or something for years and years and every day, and I don't know, people just don't get tired of the same old. That just always astonishes me. But it is what it is. I basically kind of got tired of Counter-Strike and I was missing those maps. The last map pack was really good. Every time they come out with new maps, they're really actually fun to play, and then they disappear and they just completely take them away. And I don't understand why they do it. Why don't they just keep all the maps in there so people can keep playing it? And I think this has a lot to do with this huge marketing machine that's behind this game, and actually Valve in general just is all about making money and taking a lot of money from the gamers, which is really sad. And yes, I really love Valve. I love the easy access to games and the huge library of games that they have, but at the end they don't really care so much about the gamer, and they care more about how much money they can make off the gamer. And I'm still, you know, speechless how many little kids you find playing this game that actually spend real money on skins and stuff, and not just, 50 cents or something, but several dollars, maybe even several $100, spent their whole freaking birthday gift on a freaking digital paint on their gun that doesn't have anything to do with improving your gameplay. It's all about bragging rights, and I never cared about what someone's gun looks like. I was impressed by how people play, not what their gun looks like. So if they're really good, if they're amazing players, that's what impresses me, and not what your gun looks like. If your gun looks like a little toy gun because it's pink with green dots, or it's got tiger stripes on it or whatnot, who cares? Why would you spend your hard-earned money or your birthday cash on something like that? Really? Is that how superficial we humans have become? I don't know, maybe, yes. But anyway, back to this new map pack. The map pack is basically called Operation Hydra Group, whatever that means. I don't even know what that really has to do with those maps, but who cares? They're all really awesome maps. There are 7 maps, all new ones, but one of them actually is a recycled map called Agency, and I used to play that map actually quite a bit, and I used to have a ton of fun on it. So I was really surprised to see the map back, and I don't think they have upgraded it or anything. It looks pretty much the same. So Agency is back, and then we have Thrill, which plays in some kind of amusement park, which is a really cool map. Then we have Shipped, which is a container ship, so you play all around containers, and that really reminded me a lot of one of the Call of Duty maps that was so really cool. And I think whoever designed this container map must be a Call of Duty fan. And it's really well designed. It's really fun to play. It's really great graphics. I'm totally impressed. And then we have a map called Light. I haven't played that map yet. It's some industrial map. I can't wait to play that. For some reason it never comes on. People never vote for it. Maybe it's not so well designed, or whatever the reason is. And then we have Austria. That's the map you're seeing right now. Coming from Switzerland. Austria was a neighboring country. I've been to Austria a lot. I was a lot skiing in Austria. I love Austria, and this map looks a lot like it really is in Austria. And I can imagine whoever designed this map actually is from Austria, or at least is from Europe, knows how to design maps, or an American who visits there a lot and has an idea of what an Austrian city kind of looks like. Or it's actually not even a city, it's a village. And Austrian villages are beautiful, especially in winter. And then we have the map Insertion, which plays in Sweden, in some kind of little tiny Sweden lake village. And then we have Black Gold, which is also an industrial map. Really, really cool map. Every single map is really awesome in this game. I'm really impressed because they had a lot of map packs before where they had 7 maps and maybe only 2 of them were really fun to play on, or at least that's my opinion. And one of the maps was the one that they constantly voted on, and then the other maps kind of got abandoned sooner or later. So I'm really curious to see what people like best here, but I'm really, really happy that they came out with new maps. And it really was about time, because it felt like it was forever since they released the Lost map pack, which had this cool map Aquarium in it, which was so hugely popular. And I thought they kind of stopped, but it seems like they do it less frequent than I'm aware of. Maybe it's only once a year, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like it's been a year since the last one came out. But anyway, I'm very thankful that they did, and I will enjoy the heck out of those maps until they pull them again for whatever reason. But I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with those access passes that come with every map pack. For example, the Operation Hydra access pass can be purchased on Steam, and it grants access to the map pack, of course, and an upgradable challenge coin, a Guardian campaign, additional XP for participating in skirmishes, is that how you say it? I don't know. Operation Hydra case and weapon drops, as well as a campaign journal that contains campaign overviews, an active duty scorecard, an operation scorecard, and a friends leaderboard. Nothing, I mean to nothing I would spend money on, but I can imagine that some people are just really into it. So if you're really a huge fan of this game, I kind of understand that you want to kind of support this game, and there's really absolutely nothing wrong with this. Just don't fall for this marketing ploy if you really don't need anything like coins and stuff, and you just really want to have fun in the game, because you don't need to purchase the access pass if you just want to have fun in the game. You have access to all the game modes and you can play everything, and that's basically what I do. And I mostly just play really team deathmatch. That's all I'm into. I don't like the other ones. I like to respawn. I like quick gameplay. I don't like to sit there and watch other people play. I have better things to do with my life than that, so I will just basically enjoy deathmatch on those maps. And it also kind of, for me, it's a lot of times just aim training for other shooter games, and believe it or not, it helps me a lot with Battlefield that I play on console. Even though this is played with a mouse and keyboard, the hand-eye coordination still can be improved, and it actually seems to help even if you switch from keyboard and mouse to controller for some reason. It made my Battlefield aiming a lot better, or maybe that's just what I'm imagining, I don't know. But anyway, sorry, but I had to basically tune out the game volume here so I could talk over it, and maybe I'm talking too much for you. If I do, then you don't have to watch this video, but I really wanted to kind of talk a little bit about the new maps and my opinion about it, and my opinion about the marketing machine that's going on with Valve and stuff like that. So I can actually turn the game volume back on and just be ready. There is a lot of talking, a ton of talking. I could have had a hard time concentrating, and this was maybe the second time around, or maybe even the first time I played this map, and it was really, really annoying because I couldn't hear any of the footsteps, so I couldn't hear when someone was behind me because the talking was so loud. And I didn't want to go and mute them, because when you go into the menu to mute people, you get shot at least a couple of times, and I just didn't want to do that. So I thought I'm going to do it after the game, and as soon as this game was over, I actually did mute everyone, and it was wonderfully quiet. It was so quiet. It was absolutely awesome. All I heard was the footsteps in the snow and my gun shooting people, and that was just wonderful. So it looks like we're coming to an end here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment about what you think about the new maps, or if you play this game at all, or what you think about what I was just talking about. So don't hesitate to leave me a comment, and I hope I see you next time when we play some more Counter-Strike, or maybe I'm going back to Battlefield if that becomes playable again. And until then, happy gaming, take care, have a good day, bye bye.